Hi, this is Dora Michelle from Makeup or Breakup blog, and today I'm going to be reviewing a product that I came across just today at Target. My favorite local Target is now carrying a whole section of a brand called Profusion. And today I got a couple of things. I got the Pro Eyes 32 piece kit. It's a beauty book. See, it's pretty thick. I also got the blush, the 6-piece blush, and I got a set of their mixed metals lips. Now today I am going to be reviewing, just as first impressions, the Pro Eyes. They had several different ones there. They had the amber, they had the day, they had the glam, they had all these kits, and I wanted to get them all because the prices were incredible. For this 32-piece beauty, they sell at Target for $12.99. I did love what it said on their website. This is the Profusion website. It says, allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off a pro. Absolutely true. It goes on to say it was established 20 years ago with a handful of makeup products and big ambitions. The mission is to provide affordable cosmetics and on-trend colors catered to a multicultural community. And they claim to have distribution channels around the world, which makes it an international brand. It's cruelty-free, I gather, but I couldn't read whether it was completely vegan. It may not be, maybe its parent company may not be, but it is definitely a cruelty-free brand. So let's talk about the packaging. It's that weird, like rubbery feel texture, which I've already gotten some fingerprints on it, but if you're not into that and you're keeping the kit at home, it doesn't matter. This is for your own personal. On the back, it reads Profusion Pro Eyes 32-piece professional eye kit back here, and it gives you a quick how-to on how to go from day to smoky glam evening look, which I adore. It tells you how to line. It says prime, shadow, define. Now here's the interesting thing, because it talks about specifically no one starts pro. Everybody starts as a beginner. They do something uniquely different, at least from what I can tell. It's something that I've never seen e.l.f. do, which it would have been nice if it had, because I think it would also bring e.l.f. to another level. But again, each company finds its own distinctive thing. What I loved about the Pro Eyes kit, if you open it again, did you notice this? It comes with brushes, and not just one brush. It comes with a brush specifically to apply your makeup. This case, eyeshadows. You're not going to use a flimsy brush or itty bitty brush, and that's it. If you get an applicator, you might get an applicator attached to, sponge attached to a stick to apply your eyeshadow, and that's essentially it, if you're lucky, if you get an applicator at all. In this case, there's 3 of them. You see them? You see them there, right? Isn't that amazing? That kind of impressed me, considering this pack, again, is what? $12.99. So I'm looking at the colors here. It's not just eyeshadows, although these eyeshadows are, neutrals. They're, except these, I like the blues and greens. The concealers, which I hope you can see here. These are concealers. And then when you get to here, these are the brow powders. And then down here is the brow gel liner. So there's ash brown, medium brown, then brown, and then apparently black for the eyes, jaw. These little tabs here, these little protective tabs, so I can go into some of the stuff that's in here. I am so excited to try this out. So the colors we have here are Sugar, top, Clever, Talented, Vibes, Silky, Doll, Terrific, Risky, Celestial, Heavenly, Zing, Devious, Excited, Fling, Thoughtful, Devoted. And then the last 4 colors on the bottom, with the green, it's Mystical. The deep blue is called Sparkler. Then Nimble for the light purple, and for the deep purple, it's called Galactic. It's teeny tiny, hard. So I guess this is to do the smoke, or to put in your liner. There is a black gel liner in here that, I don't know, I would also double to use it as a mascara. Okay, so this is the liner. Then we have a cute, fluffy, soft brush. This is more like probably for blending. You know, right here to make it nice and presentable so the colors don't look too stark on the face. They don't have numbers on these. They just have the company name. And then there's this brush, which is a flatter brush, but it's also soft on the top. I mean, it's almost like a paintbrush, to be quite honest. So I'm wondering if this is really for the concealer, because it's kind of solid, but then in the end it's soft, but it's flat. And this is the eyeshadow primer. It's a tiny little thing though. Let's see. And it's a doe foot applicator. And put a little on my eyes, because what the hey. And then I'm just gonna prime these babies. Okay. Then to get to, okay, does the job. And there's a concealer there, so I'm worried because I'm not used to using concealer with a brush. But I'm gonna try this. There's Ivory, Light, Honey, and caramel, depending on where you were. But I think I'm gonna try the Ivory. Let's see what happens. I'm probably using this brush wrong. I don't know. Again, this is first impressions. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it matches the skin. I mean, I don't have a big problem with it. Okay. You gotta love this. I mean, look, this comes off the protective covering. And it's, you know, a little tackied, like has a little bit of a glue there. I'm just gonna, see, there it goes. I like it so far. Okay, I can still put in probably some more color here because this is kind of muted. Let's see what else? What else can I throw in there for good measure? Now, see, this is where I get crazy. I'm gonna put in some of that Galactic. I don't know if you saw this color, but it's this beautiful color right there. Can you see? Can you see that? There it goes. I'm gonna try that. Sorry, that was my the eye stuff that fell out. I want to try this. I don't know why. It has all this glitter in there, and I just want to see, is it, it's really dark. But we'll find out. Again, we're going to do the Tappa Tappa. Okay. To put this in my inner for good measure. The infamous V. Today it's an overcast day, but you can see, I mean, there is color. So for this, I would say I would definitely give this to a relative. that's just trying out makeup, or a friend that you know that's just starting to get into makeup, I would not rush to get them the Anastasia palette or anything that's a little more complex. I would get them something that's a little more inclusive, that has more to offer and gives more bang for the buck. And for $12.99 US, and it's a US based company out from California, I'd say let's support our local brands. And I'd say definitely for the beginner, this Pro Eyes palette, not bad. Not bad at all. It is workable, and I love that it comes with so many things dedicated specifically to working and making your eye. Alright, I initially was going to do a first impressions video on this, and this became more than just a first impressions. I've since worked with the palette for the second day in a row just to try. I've tried on 3 different looks. And interestingly, the blue doesn't seem to be as powdery as the other colors are. This is the blue. Again, the pigmentation is kind of there. There is fallout, but it's soft. And I suspect you will most likely need a sort of setting spray in order to possibly make it more vibrant. I'm hoping that's the case. I don't have a setting spray with me, but you know what? Let me just double check and see. And I will be right back. I'm gonna wet my brush, put it in this, and see what happens. Yes, definitely better. Look at that blue now. You know, you can work with this blue. Definitely. I'm so sorry about the noise between outside and life. But you see what I mean? Look at that blue. Okay, so this is an update to my Profusion Pro Eyes 32-piece set. Just to emphasize, I'm going to show what happens. What my suspicion proved true is if you do use a setting spray of some kind, it doesn't matter what it is. As a matter of fact, I think I used a primer on this. I used the Quick Fix from Urban Decay. I spritzed a little on my brush and went back in, this time with the blue color, which is called Sparkler. And it produced a really deep, beautiful, shimmery blue that what you see in the palette is what was on the eye. So I think that moving forward, even though I emphasize this is for beginners and I still do stick to that, the intermediate step would be that if they want to see more punch in the pigment and staying power with the powders, I highly recommend that you use some kind of setting spray. Absolutely, without a doubt. Otherwise, it'll just be, the finish will be muddy. It won't blend well. No matter how many brushes you use, it just becomes mud. And yes, I understand you get what you pay for. It's $12.99 US, but it can be salvaged. It can be used. And I still stick with my point that you get bang for your buck here, and I emphasize also that you should still use the covers that came with it. Don't destroy them and put them back on, because these are cream concealers and these are creamy brow liners or eyeliners here, and they could get, the fallout from these is pretty incredible, so you need to separate them and put those covers back on. I'm so glad I got that in there, and I hope you enjoy the video.